Hi everybody, this is the self-awareness exercise for next week, the week of the 27th of April, and this really is for whenever you see the names on the cards and it works for you, okay? Now for those of you who are new here, this is a self-awareness exercise that involves using 3 packs. One is a contemplation pack, one is an intentional energy pack that you're being asked to embody, and then one is an actual exercise that you can use in your week to incorporate the other 2 things and just to see what plays out. So again, the goal is that I present these cards to you, the awareness card, as something to reflect on in your week, not seriously think too much about, but consider it and then notice how it shows up in your week. And it might show up in terms of experiences that you've had. It might show up in terms of actual events where you are feeling this in the moment, and then you get to work with it using the other 2 cards. So this card is fear, and it's actually referencing something from A Course in Miracles. Fear is a prayer for what we don't want. In A Course in Miracles, they say fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Now, the next card that you're being given is humility. And that is the energy you're being asked to embrace. But what does that mean? Because these cards carry quite a few words on them because they can actually represent several different feelings. And it's what's relevant to you in the process of this. So humility, there is more at work than just you. As you go through your day, remember that there are other influences which may know better. No matter what you know, think, or what you're planning to do, remain open to the idea that there is a wisdom beyond yours and stay open to the input. So really, in a very simple way, this is telling us, okay, there is more at work. There is higher power. So even if I think there's a lot to be fearful about, there's more going on than just this situation that my human ego is all considered fearful and threatening. But what I really like about this is the awareness activity you're being asked to engage in specifically so that you can have a goal around which your self-awareness is focused, because that's when you start noticing changes. And it's I like. So make a list of things you like about yourself, character traits, the shape of your nose, actions, choices, or achievements you're proud of, compliments or awards you're proud of. Keep this list handy and read it at least 3 times today, or any time you self-bash or someone criticizes, shames, or blames you. And I'm going to add frightens you, okay? Fear is something that's very, very centered in a weak ego or an ego that is feeling threatened. Okay, so what you're being told here, what we are being told is this week, let's remember that we don't have to be afraid because there's something more going on. But also to remember that we have the opportunity here. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, what character traits, this is how I'm applying it, but you get to apply it how you want to. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, okay, I can experience fear in a lot of different ways. I can experience it as over worry. I can experience it as mind loops, or I can experience it as this existential dread for the human race, from the little to the huge. But what I am going to remember in the process of this is when fear gets triggered, I have something bigger than me to lean into. I have higher conscious existence, reality. I believe in dimensions beyond this that have our best interest in mind. And what I like about the fact that we get the I like card is that it's also reminding us that we have the power to focus on the things that are going to help keep us out of fear. And sometimes it's directly related to the instance. So, for example, if I find myself going into fear, I might make a list of the times that I've been brave. I might make a list of the times that I thought something horrible was going to happen and it didn't. I might make a list of my intuitive hits that warned me when I needed to step away from something or when it was good to move towards. I get to do that. So in the I like category, you can really spread that out into however this experience of fear in your life shows up, or around the memories. Because sometimes what we can do is blame ourselves when situations come up and we look back on it and we realize there was fear or timidity or something going on in our personality that prevented us from noticing danger, red flags. I mean, when I say danger, it can be red flags in a relationship too, emotional danger, like a warning that there's something not quite copacetic here with you. So I can look at that too if those memories come up. And I can actually really look at this and go, oh yeah, fear and courage. That is root chakra. Fear and courage, the two poles we associate in polarity therapy with the root chakra, with earth, with the earth chakra. And so I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to, for me as an earth sign, I'm going to look at that and go, yeah, okay. Fear is something that I have really, really had to develop a relationship with because it was ruling me for a long time in my life without me really understanding that it was, because I was very logical. So I thought I was all in control. But underneath all of that need for logic and detail was fear of getting it wrong, fear of doing it, fear of not having the information, fear can come up in so many different ways. So this is your week. Check out where fear has played a role in your life and where it is now. Remember in the process of whatever's going on this week for you to lean into the reminder that there is more at work than just you, and lean into that wisdom. Bring that energy around you. Let that be in your energy field. That is actually going to soothe your nervous system and allow you to be able to get out of fear, which is a contracted energy. And the I like card, absolutely. It's always good to have a list of the things that we really do honor and respect and appreciate about ourselves, because very often we don't look back and give ourselves credit for things. We rely on people, teachers, therapists to do that. Start doing it for yourself, because when we start speaking positively to ourselves, when we become our own support, our own cheerleaders, that's when things really start to change. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that, and I hope this is a fantastic week for you. Take care.